In the quiet beginning, before time itself, there was only God. He spoke softly into the darkness, and light appeared. Day by day, with gentle care, he shaped the world. The sky stretched wide and blue. The oceans gathered, calm and deep. Land rose up, covered in green grass and tall trees heavy with fruit. Birds filled the air with song. Fish swam in the waters. Animals walked the earth, lions resting in the sun, deer drinking from clear streams. Everything was good. Everything was perfect. On the sixth day, God formed a man from the dust of the ground. He breathed life into him, and the man opened his eyes. God named him Adam. He placed Adam in a beautiful garden called Eden, where rivers flowed gently and flowers bloomed in every color. Adam walked among the trees, feeling the warm earth under his feet. He named the animals, one by one. But in the evenings, as the sun set softly, Adam felt a quiet loneliness. No one shared his wonder. God saw this. In tender mercy, he caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. From Adam's side, he formed a woman. When Adam awoke and saw her, his heart filled with joy. He called her Eve, for she was the mother of all living. Together, they walked in the garden, hand in hand. God walked with them too, in the cool of the day. There was peace. There was love. There was no fear, no pain, no shame. But one tree stood apart, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God had said, gently, do not eat from it, for in that day you will surely die. A serpent came, clever and sly. He whispered to Eve, did God really say that? You will not die. You will become like God, knowing everything. Eve looked at the fruit. It was beautiful. She reached out. She took a bite. She gave some to Adam, and he ate too. In that moment, everything changed. Their eyes opened, and shame filled their hearts. They hid from God among the trees. When God called, where are you? His voice was still kind, but sad. Sin had entered the world, disobedience, broken trust. The perfect garden was lost. Pain, hardship, and death now waited outside. God clothed them in skins and sent them from Eden. Yet, even then, he promised. One day, a child from the woman would crush the serpent's head. Hope lingered, soft as dawn. Years passed slowly. People multiplied on the earth, but sin grew too. Hearts turned away from God. Violence filled the land. God looked upon it all with sorrow. He found one righteous man, Noah. God whispered instructions, build an ark, large and strong. Noah obeyed, day by day, hammer by hammer. Rain came, gentle at first, then pouring. The flood covered everything. But inside the ark, Noah, his family, and the animals floated safely. When the waters receded, a rainbow arched across the sky, God's promise never to flood the earth again. Generations came and went. God called a man named Abraham. Under starry skies, God said, leave your home. Go to a land I will show you. Through you, all nations will be blessed. Abraham trusted. He journeyed far. God gave him a son in old age, Isaac. The promise continued through Isaac, then Jacob, then Joseph, sold into slavery, yet rising to save his family from famine. In Egypt, Abraham's descendants grew into a great people. But they became slaves, crying out under heavy burdens. God heard their groans. He raised up Moses, a quiet man who once fled fear. Through signs and wonders, God freed them. The sea parted like curtains in the wind. They walked on dry ground. In the desert, God gave laws on stone tablets, ways to live in love and holiness. He led them with a pillar of cloud by day, fire by night. Yet they grumbled, wandered, doubted. Finally, they entered the promised land, flowing with milk and honey. Kings rose, David, a shepherd boy who became a man after God's heart. He sang psalms of praise and sorrow. Solomon built a temple, golden and grand. But hearts strayed again. Prophets came, voices gentle yet firm, return to God. He waits with open arms. Exile came. Destruction, silence, but promises held. A virgin named Mary heard an angel's whisper, you will bear a son, Jesus. He will save his people from their sins. In a quiet stable, under a bright star, the Savior was born. Shepherds came. Wise men brought gifts. Jesus grew, full of wisdom and grace. He walked dusty roads, teaching with stories. Seeds sown on different soils. Lost sheep found. Prodigal sons welcomed home. He healed the broken, touched the outcast, forgave the sinner. Love God, he said. Love your neighbor as yourself. The twist came gently, yet deeply. Those who feared his light plotted. Betrayed by a kiss in a garden. Tried unfairly. Whipped. Crowned with thorns. Nailed to a cross between thieves. Darkness fell over the land. Jesus cried, "It is finished." He died. The earth shook. Hope seemed gone. But on the third day, as dawn broke softly, the tomb was empty. Angels said, "He is risen." Jesus appeared to his friends, wounds real, voice kind. Death was defeated. Sin's power broken. The promise from Eden fulfilled. Through his blood, forgiveness flowed like a river. His followers spread the news. The church grew, quietly at first, then boldly. Letters written, encouraging faith amid storms. Persecution came, yet love endured. In visions, John saw the end, and the true beginning. A new heaven, a new earth, the holy city, New Jerusalem, descending like a bride. Streets of gold, gates of pearl. No tears, no night. God dwelling with his people forever. And so, the great story closes as it began, with God. All things made new, peace restored, love eternal. In this long, quiet journey from garden to city, we see a father's heart. Patient, forgiving, pursuing. If your heart feels distant, lost in shadows, remember, he still calls gently. Come home. There is room, there is hope, there is everlasting light. Word count, 1123.